Okay. Gilbert is back. He's our trainer. We were discussing something before we signed out for the first session. We were discussing concerning the drop down, the shadow, the main weight, and so on. We wanted you to just drop a menu of already designed website or something like that, so that you drop it down, then you use that one to explain for us to understand it, so that when we are even teaching or developing our own website, we can use the right dimensions. So I don't know whether you do get my point. Let me see whether I can get, let's say, I want a neat site at all, so that I'll let you explain it first.
If you like, we can use a sample. We can create a sample box.
Do you have sample there?
We can use our web browser to create a sample box. Then try with the shadow.
I think Peter should share his screen.
Show us something. Let Peter show your screen.
Okay.
Okay.
No, drop the one you dropped earlier. The one I asked you to drop earlier.
Yeah.
Now, go back. Can you see preset, shadow, reflection?
Yeah.
Yes, we want to understand. Is it use that one to explain that main width thing?
Shadow, box shadow.
And then shadow.
Yeah. So I don't know if we should use the one in the background. I don't know.
Yes, you should use the one.
The one in the working area.
Okay,
we can use that one.
Okay. Yeah. So this is what I was saying, that, for instance, you first said the first 00. The first 0 is
the first part is for the horizontal offset, either the right or left. So when we give it a positive number, it means meaning it should be at the left. So this place, it will be a positive number.
When you give a positive number, it will have it here.
Yeah, greater than 0.
That will be here. Does it mean this side, the shadow should come out this way?
Yeah.
Okay. Then when we give
a positive number, then it will fall the other way around.
Okay.
So
this one is greater than 0. No, this one is positive, greater than 0.
It is going to the right, positive.
If it is greater than 0.
Hello.
Yeah, we have now is greater than 0. Is that it?
Yeah. So if it is less than 0, it will fall the left side.
Okay, so if it's less than 0, then we will be having it at the left side of the.
Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Gilbert, are you there?
Please can you?
Yeah,
I'm there.
Okay.
So this is the negative one.
Peter, enlarge your screen.
I don't know if I should.
Gilbert, can you open Word yourself and just get back to where I am?
Yeah.
I think this one is when it's like this, that it is greater than 0.
This is a negative one. This left.
This one is left. Yeah, this is a negative
Okay, negative
one.
Okay.
So it will take both left and right.
Okay. Then what else?
Then the second one, vertical.
Right. Hello, Mr. James.
I'm here. Yeah,
what I'm going to suggest is that if Mr. Ameya and the rest are okay with it, I will suggest that Gilbert just draw some box like this in Word and later put it on our page directing us the shades. You can just use the arrow like I was doing, that this is greater than 0 and this is this. So you just put it there and you so that we have it on a page like a document. You can use the handwriting.
That is
after the work, not today, so that we can move on.
Okay. So after the training, you do that and put it there. Okay,
yes.
So
you can do something and put it there.
Okay, so give a share screen and continue.
That's if Mr. Ameya and the rest are okay. I don't know if they are okay with it.
Ameya, are you okay with that?
I'm fine with that. No. I'm good.
Okay. Close your mic. We thank you. So give a share screen. The children are disturbing the man over there. So let's continue. Then when we are done, you do another video tutorial on that particular aspect. Then you explain with diagrams, as Mr. Peter was saying. So Gilbert is going to show his screen and then we'll continue with a drop down. Gilbert, are you there?
I think his network is still having a challenge.
You see? All right. Esha, you're welcome.
Thanks, you.
The way your picture is, it means you always observe us. You always, Peter is sitting by his PC. It means that he's doing something. You always relax. You always relax in your picture. Your picture is relaxed all the time. Anyway.
So Isaac.
Yeah.
You said you'll be free throughout this week, right?
Yeah, I'll be in the house throughout.
Okay, so we'll be seeing you more often.
Yeah.
And then you'll be contributing.
I think you gave me some codes to work on it.
Yeah. Have we been able to catch up with where we are?
Yeah, I worked on some codes yesterday. I just want to show it to you people.
Okay, you can share so that we look at it and where your difficulty, we can be using the opportunity to be discussing.
Okay. Yes.
Wow. Hey, my boss, you're not playing, no.
You did all this. Wow.
I did all this show yesterday.
Wow.
So what it means that you are using the.
I think you said it on.
So
yeah, I'm
on the WhatsApp platform.
So it's left with explanation, right?
So it means it's left with explanation.
Oh, okay. But have you saved it to see how the web page looks like? Have you saved all?
Yeah, I saved it.
So let's see your
let's see your output.
Yes.
But have you added any style to it? It seems you've added some style.
I'm not. No, that one was that one was a different. They said. I think these are the two documents that I've worked on, and this one too. But this one, I added the church name and the logo and everything. It wasn't part of the work that you gave. I added everything, and I added the church history and the ministries and these stuff.
Let me see your web page and let me ask you a question. I'm surprised. The way the
Okay.
Click on about us. About what makes the thing, or is it a network?
No, his own is also behaving like my own.
Yeah, I've seen it. Let's see ministries. Click on ministries.
You see that there is this effect.
Yeah, I see.
That one. Let's go to his text. Let's go to his text.
Is it HTML or CSS?
I think it be inside the CSS, the Hoover.
Go to the top. It's at the top. It's Hoover. Go to the top.
The top. This place.
No.
Wait.
The LI Hoover.
Okay. This place.
I think that.
Did I clear the transition? Yeah, the results of the transition or what?
No, your work is perfect, but I wanted to find out where you did that effect.
Okay.
You see, when you move from one head title to the other, the transition, the transitional effect. Oh, where is Gilbert?
I think Gilbert is off.
Yeah, Mr. J, if you are there, I think Jeanette has to look at how we can work on his internet for him.
Yes, it's very necessary because it's a peculiar problem.
But if he's using a hotspot or if he needs assistance, let's look at how Jeanette can help him because he's a trainer. And I don't think a Jeanette property can be assigned to him so that he's able to. Other than that, if maybe there is a small package they normally give him, then he should also make sure, since you're a trainer, you'll be having packages, you should beef up your devices.
That's my boss talking. It's Mr. James online.
He has muted his mic. I'm sure he may be calling him behind doors.
Oh, okay. His network isn't helping at all.
But Isaac, with what you have, I hope you understand each code that you've written.
Yeah, I understand.
Are you sure?
Yesterday I slept around 3 o'clock.
It's not a sleep.
I slept around today 3 o'clock a.m.
Yes, you see, you can have code and recopy. It's different from getting understanding as to when we ask you to create a background of a logo now and do hover. Can you do it? Okay, give me your page. Let me show you something. Browser.
The web page.
Give us a home page. I want to assign you to something and tell us how you would have done that. Hello. Hello.
Nah, the tax, he didn't like the tax you were about to give.
The network has taken the tax away. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you joined the design class?
I'm yet to. I think I'll join. I'll start from tomorrow. Have you? You a guru?
Oh,
But I'll
it
need
depends.
you
Me,
there. I'll
I'll
need
also
you
even
there.
be joining. I'll be joining. I just want to know the time, and then I'll ask them how much I'm to pay.
Last time
Which
you asked
one?
The design
the
class, the
the
Photoshop.
design class.
The design class. He told.
He said we'll pay 11 cities, right?
10 cities. Was it 11?
Yeah, 11 cities. Because those people are paying 20. Isaac, your network.
Terrible.
Hello.
That one's.
Hi.
This our
class.
our network. Right there.
Yeah.
Your network is speaking in spiritual language.
I tell you.
Wow.
It's showing here your bandwidth is low. Me, I always get a feedback. Mr. Ame, are you seeing it?
Yes,
That his bandwidth is very low.
it's very low. These people are doing a great job. They just have to gear up their network issue, and
Yeah.
I think that'll be it.
I'm using my phone.
You are using your phone's
phone. So when he's receiving calls,
know.
then everything go. Oh, wow. Oh, Jeanette have to come for devices. They should sacrifice some 1,000 Ghana and go and buy 2 of the TurboNet and give to the trainer when they need it.
Yeah.
It's very, very important. I mean, it's once and for all.
Yeah. Me, when I was buying mine, it was shaking, but after I bought it, to be frank, I've always been happy that I bought that device.
Oh, the TurboNet is very important too. That is what I've been using, but the credit is finished.
And buy 25 cedi, get some 5 gig right?
My brother, buy more.
You've been buying 20 cedi, 25 cedi, that's why.
Buy 500 Ghana cedis.
Is that 10
Just
cities?
buy
Have you
some
seen it?
500 cedis.
Buy 500 Ghana cedis. Buy 500. Stop buying 10 Ghana cedis and 20 Ghana cedis. Buy 500 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Peter, tell him to buy 500 Ghana cedis and 1,000.
Ike, are you buying 5 gig, 5 gig?
5 gig.
I bet 5 gig is 25 cedis.
I think.
Pardon? He's speaking in tongues with his network.
200 Ghana, please. Wow.
We have issue with this network. It's terrible. But Peter, I think the recording they did in the morning and sent to the group will really help.
Yeah.
So that way
they just have to be doing it that way.
That will really help.
And you see that they were using this in trial version.
Yes. The point is that you can't see what they are doing.
But to be frank with you, you see, one thing about you have to always let people have a different perception about you.
Yes.
So since you are in the IT field, especially a group like our own, we should try to put some resources together and then they raise it up so that yes, okay, we are going to sell a software that we've developed for designing. and then maybe buying a simple software to do recording of screen. We are doing the pirated version. I think we should look at it. I understand them. People are not paying money, so I understand them. But if not, they should go and
But
pick a crack
I'm sure
version.
it's going to change.
They should go and pick a crack version.
Yeah, that would be even better.
They should pick a crack version.
I mean, I'm, and you know, one disadvantage is that it is on YouTube. If it is within ourselves, they are like it is fine. But then, if it's going on YouTube, then, you know, you never know where it's going to appear. Wow. Today too.
Mr. Ike, oh, he's gone again, eh?
He's gone. He's gone. So let me see your screen and your problem. What happened?
Okay, let me share mine. You see what I did is earlier. Let me just share quickly. Before we started, I have studied something where I tried to bring in lines. Okay, let me show you some works of some of my old works when I was practicing. If you watch this particular work, for instance, old works, let's take these particular works.
Those people that you are working for, they
Oh, sorry.
are
Home page new. Okay, home. Good. When you look at this work, have you seen it?
Yeah.
You really have provided lines in between.
Yes.
Yes, that is what was causing my conflict. And I didn't know how to control it very well. So there were questions I wanted to come and ask before. So when we're doing our main work, which is this one, I removed the lines. But I know one of the codes I gave at that time was conflicting. So even today, before you can realize that I was asking the question, and they helped me realize that only I deleted the closing tag of one of my CSS. Because I was deleting things to come back to where we are. So there's a high possibility I have not closed a tag somewhere, or something that may be taking this effect. So it's just a matter of me trying to go back and try to. I'll catch it. Today, when he helped me close one tag, I had it. I had it. It's not fair. It was all scattered all over. So I know it may be that I may not have closed a tag, or something is conflicting with another.
Something small.
And my weekends are normally tight because of my ministry. So I know that's why I didn't bother. The whole weekend, I didn't touch anything. So maybe from tomorrow, I'll sit on it and I'll correct it.
Right.
If he said I've removed the lines. So I wanted to even ask him when he's going to, when he teaches, I think Mr. Gilbert, you're back, eh? Mr. Gilbert.
Hello.
You're back.
Yeah.
Can you share with us what is your technical challenge with your network?
I think it's from my modem. It was connected, but whenever I try to log in, the internet will be down. I don't know.
But have you assessed your area as to which network is good?
Well, the modem is even 3G, and the SIM2 is 3G.
Yeah, but does that modem, either whether it's Vodafone or MTN, is Vodafone or MTN, that network good at your area?
Yes, I'm using MTN.
And it's good at your area?
Yeah.
But you've not tried Vodafone before?
Yeah, I'm using what I tried with Vodafone first, but it was not all that good as compared to the MTN.
Wow. I see.
All right, it's well. So can you share, let me stop so that you can take over and then we see. We discuss, we only say that you should make a drawing of what we have decided, the box, and label it and later send it to the page. So let's continue with today's work.
Okay, so as you can see this one, I have a shadow at the left and a shadow at the right. So that's 0. So meaning you should take both sides.
Okay.
And I gave the vertical offset, I think 8 pixels. So meaning it won't be at the top, so it will be at the bottom.
Okay.
Where we can see.
Okay.
Then the 16 is the blendness. So how blend should be, and then the 0 is the size.
Okay.
The size of the shadow. Then the
Okay.
color. So we can continue with the. So we are about to give the anchor tag within the drop down content its own style. So drop down content and A, that's the anchor tag. So we gave it a color of black. Then we gave it a padding. So the last time, as I was trying to say, it's 7 pixels, then 16 pixel. So I said instead of have to say padding top 7, padding bottom 7, padding right 16, padding left 16.
Yeah.
We can decide to do it something like this to avoid a lengthy code. Please hope you understand.
Yeah.
Then
yes,
test the creation to remove any underline or style from it. So we set it to none.
Okay.
okay,
Play blocks. That will make it in the vertical form. So let me clean it. Then save it. Then move to my browser, refresh. So as we can see, this is it. This is in the horizontal form. So we want it to be in the vertical form.
Okay.
So that's what the display does, to display them in the block form.
Okay.
So if it's supposed to be in the block and you want it to be in the horizontal form, we use the inline.
Okay.
To set it in the horizontal. So block, you save, refresh. So we can see we have it. So it's left with us. So when we hover over the anchor tag, it selects and highlights it for us. So the same thing, that's the drop down content and on hover. So when we hover over it, we want a background to be blue, to be white. So we can save our work, move to our browser, refresh. So we can see when we hover over it, when we hover, you see the effect of it.
Now, David.
Yeah.
You realize that when you click on the About Us, the hover move like it's under the home, just as we are all getting. Can we shift it to be exactly under the About Us?
Shift it exactly to where the About Us is.
Yeah, so that
we can use the margin.
Okay. So what it means that what we are also getting is correct. Is that it?
Yeah.
Because my own to explain this way, I thought it's having a problem.
We have few minutes to end the class. So if we can do the margin, let's try and see.
Okay.
Okay, so we want to move this drop down content. So it will fall within the drop down content. So we want to shift it a little bit.
Yeah.
So we can play around with the margin left and margin right plus the margin to give it to let me come. We have margin. So let's take margin left. Let's give it a value of, let's say, 20 pixels, and let's see. Save. Refresh. So as you can see, it have moved a little bit. Let me increase the size. Let's make it 50. Oh. Save. So hope you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it 60. Or
60.
70 rather. 70.
So 80 will do.
80. Okay. 80.
Save.
I think 8. Okay, go to 90 or 100.
Oh, why? You want it to be in the left
No, it's
side
supposed,
or?
it's supposed to be at the left. What do you think? Guys, what do you think?
So you can play around with the figures to get
you
your
get what you want.
exact. Yeah.
So you do 100 and let me see what will happen.
Whoa.
I'm sure 100 will be the direct under.
Because yes, because all the sides is 100, they move to the right. All the sides they move to the right. If you drop down, it's supposed to be straight. 90 will do. In a little bit.
This 100.
No, yes,
yeah.
Do it 90. Or any drop down is straight, and it go to the right.
Not all. Sometimes it needs to be at the left side, especially when it's supposed the navigation is at the right hand side.
Yeah.
Okay, click on our. Let me see. Okay, so we are done with drop down. Please, go and do the rest under department and activity for yourself. We are done, and then we are going to share this video in your group so that it will be. You have two videos. Do you know that? I'll put them in the group right now so that you can watch and then do your own thing. Mr. Peter, is your challenge corrected?
Long ago, what I have as it was the same thing he had, so I'm fine.
It was the margin.
Yes, because when he finished, he also had it under home.
Peter.
let me share my screen within this short moment.
Okay.
Okay.
How many minutes left?
About 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 minutes, 20 seconds.
So drop down is. We are done with.
Can you see mine?
We can see.
See.
Enlarge your. Yep. Click on. Okay, yours is okay. This is okay. The way the padding for length is too close. So this drop down is perfect. It's supposed to be in the middle. It's perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
It's because of your padding for the length are close. They are not
too close
up. So if your draw down must be at the middle. It's perfect.
Okay, Mr. Gilbert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with this one, assuming now, you see after home, after contact and department, we want to put line between them.
Underline.
You want to put line between them. Okay.
Yes. That one is just something quickly, so can you just show us?
Let's quickly do something. I want to share my screen.
Let me leave the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have a CSS property.
Yeah.
We have a CSS property called border.
Yeah.
So
stop your screen.
Yeah.
Stop your screen.
I want to leave the screen. Okay.
Go back, share your screen, please.
Okay, I'm sharing. So we have a property called border. So
Yeah.
let's rather. So I can use a property called border. So border left rather, or border right. I'm use border right, so that it will be at the right hand side. So I can state to be 2 pixel. We have the solid, that's the straight line, and we have the dashes. So we have different forms of solid. Then I'll give it a color. Let's say white. So 2 pixels solid white. Save, refresh. So hope you can see.
Yeah.
So you can choose to give it both left and right, top down. So that first for that one, you have to state border, save, refresh. So we have it at the top, left, right, then the bottom. So based on how you want it.
You want the first one. Bring the first one, please.
Yeah, come again to your code.
This one is good. This one
So,
is perfect. So Peter, is it the same as yours?
I'm just getting there. I wanted to check his code. You know, I've done it before and I had some harm. When you finish, Mr. Gilbert, what happens is that you see your background.
Yeah.
Let's go to your work. The white has moved beyond the blue. So if you see, please, can I share my screen? Your white.
My white.
Gilbert, refresh yours and it will change. Refresh.
If you like, give a new divisional tag, division under, and give it a different color so you see the effect I'm talking about. Okay. Other than that, let me share my screen and I'll show you quickly.
Okay, Peter, share your screen. Peter, share your screen.
Less than 1 minute.
Less than 1 minute. Oh, today we've learned a lot. It's perfect. Today